What is the whole agenda of our program, of our department? We have 4 different modules which are dealing with different issues. The one module which is shaping with the discourse of a sustainable social market economy. Second, we want to provide empirical steering knowledge for sustainable social market economy. Third, we want to empower small and medium-sized enterprises for the twin transformation. And for the fourth, we want to make sustainable value creation by companies measurable. And it also comes together to competitiveness and transformation to sustainability and participation. That's our program for the next 3 or 4 years in the Bertelsmann Foundation. And in my project, we have a special study logic from the general to the specific. Last year, we released a study about the definition of transition. Twin transition means the digitization and sustainable transformation of companies. The second study has been released. It was the first case study regarding operational practice about companies and sustainability. The third study was released just 2 weeks ago, and it was a kind of meta study regarding the actual state of research. And the last step will be the transformation study. And we want to introduce you some of the results of our studies. First, the definition paper, so-called, the twin transformation to sustainability. And we gathered 15 experts from the new work, culture and community to deal and to discuss the issue of twin transformation. And twin transformation is the digitization, using the digitization for the goal of sustainability in companies. And what's interesting is that you can combine your work, especially mobile working, participation and self-determination for reaching more sustainability. But in companies nowadays, these all elements are rarely thought of together so far. And you have to develop further on new participatory, work cultures, to have a cultural change and to develop skills of employees further on. Ideally, from the point of our experts, the environment becomes a natural part of every team, of every project, an integrated part of the team. And this is able then after that to enable sustainable innovation systems. But for that purpose, you have to make a fundamental reorganization of the company and the incentive structure, which is also combined with changing political guidelines and regulations on the political level. The second study was about business and sustainability, and it was a kind of interview study. We interviewed 18 CEOs and HR responsible people in medium-sized companies in Germany. And we want to have a first proof of concept of our theoretical concepts of the first study. And the answer of the 18 people was that the twin transformation is already in full swing. And what was for me very important to know and to hear that sustainability is a result of corporate culture and values and not so far primarily driven by economic considerations. So this is the answer from the front runners of the companies. And the front runners not only dealing with the kind of sustainable business model, but a more generative understanding of sustainability. So what can your company do to improve the environment, not only to seek to preserve the state of environment, but also to improve it? Very interesting results. The front runners said to us that expenditures are not costs, but more investments. But these investments and the positive result of the investments regarding sustainability are not yet broadly reflected in the market. The market price is not rewarding these sustainable behaviors. It's a pity. Because without sustainability, ecological, economic, and social companies are not fit for the future. And they're called for a stronger role of the state regarding tightening of standards and to have a level playing field for all companies to same external preconditions for their business models. And the third study was a meta study regarding the twin transformation. And in the meta study, we wanted to have a closer look on the state of research regarding the twin transformation or twin transition. This meta study is placed in a really complex environment, in a current global state of conflicts and debates. You know all these points as well. You have new work which is an enabler for example, for sustainability. You have digitization, which can also enable new work, but also can hinder more sustainability as a result of rebound effects. You have the Ukraine war right in the center, which boosts and endangers sustainability. We have Corona, which also boosts different developments. And our goal of the meta study was to combine and to have a closer, complex look at all these interactions and to have some results of it. We want to have a qualitative, not a quantitative, but a qualitative look at scientific findings. And we want to identify relevant entrepreneurial fields of action and success factors. And for that purpose, we identified in the first step about 500 studies, podcasts,